You see it in movies and TV shows, but at Miracle Fitness, the medieval martial art of sword fighting is mounting a comeback.
Hey, I go to this park and this dude teaches me sword fighting. Do you want to do that? And he's like, yeah.
Sword fighting has been around for centuries, but Richard Marsden's love for the sport started 20 years ago.
But I think, all of us are fascinated by sword fighting. It's in our films, right? We see it through Star Wars, we see it through Game of Thrones, we see it in Three Musketeers, and there's sort of a romance to it, and so people want to learn that.
Marsden does it all. He's the co-founder of the Phoenix Society of Historical Swordsmanship, a history teacher at Peoria High School, and a writer and publisher of 3 books about swords and different styles of fighting. And the reason that he's written all these books,
no one else has. I have a lot of information in my head. I want to be able to pass it on to others. My ultimate goal is to take these dead martial arts and bring them back to life again.
The Phoenix Society of Historical Swordsmanship used to meet in a park, but has since grown to include classes with as many as 30 students meeting 3 times a week at Miracle Fitness. 24-year-old Randy Reyes has been training with Marsden for almost 10 years.
You all right?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a cult, because I see all these guys dressed in black and they're swinging swords at each other. I'm like, what are you introducing me to? I don't understand. But then once I started talking with Richard and everything, and just learning about the the history behind it and just what the club was about, that interested me.
One of the club's favorite swords to use is the long sword, which dates all the way back to the 1200s.
When we spar one another, we are not actually trying to kill one another, but we are trying to make our lethal techniques as close as possible work.
But even with the proper coaching, you might leave with a couple of battle wounds. I did not end up winning the fight, but the Phoenix Society of Historical Swordsmanship is part of the Historical European Martial Arts Alliance with 229 locations found across the United States